Hello, good evening, great minds. How are you this evening? Please permit me to be faceless in this session. I want to appreciate each and every one of you for being with us for since the third day, since Friday to this very hour. It is a great thing having you all in Pro Innovation Africa Visual Summit 2.0. So I want to appreciate you all. We are coming to the end of Pro Innovation African Visual Summit 2.0. This is the last session we'll have today, and today and in this edition of Pro Innovation African Visual Summit. My name remains Godde Ocheme. I'm the host of Pro Innovation African Visual Summit 2.0. And we have in our midst today a great speaker and consultant, a financial coach and consultant, a global financial coach, and also the founder of Wealth and Wealth Academy. So thank you very much for joining us today in our last edition, in our last session of Pro Innovation African Visual Summit. If you missed the previous the previous session, I know you will not miss this session. So please stay intact, stay online as we come to this session of Pro Innovation Visual Africa Summit. Sorry, you might not have been seeing my face right now, but in a short time, I will bring in the speaker of the day on in the person of Mr. OBINNA. ONWUKA is a financial consultant and a business strategist. So thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Great.
Sir, can you
Hello.
hear my
Greetings to
voice?
everybody.
Yeah, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay,
Hello.
permit
Greetings to
me to remove
everybody.
my face. Yeah, welcome, sir. We are happy to have you tonight, sir. So permit me to be
All right.
faceless tonight. So the board is on your court right now. So I'm leaving the room for you. Thank you very much for having you. I'm glad to have you tonight on Pro Innovation African Visual Summit 2.0. Thank you, sir. And we are happy that we have you tonight. Thank you.
All right. Okay, once again, I greet everyone joining us in this session, investment strategy session around the world. I want to welcome you once again. As I was rightly introduced, I'm OBINNA ONWUKA. Briefly, what we are going to do this to advance forward. So in this session, we are going to discuss some investment strategy. And during the course of the presentation, I'm going to share with you three things. First of all, I'm going to define what investment is and what is investment. Whenever you ask, so I can actually follow us in this session. And the second one, we're going to discuss why do we invest? Why do we invest? So what is investment? Why do we invest? And then the third one, we'll now discuss some investment strategies one can utilize and one can explore today in today's economy in order to advance forward. Hopefully, towards the end, we'll now discuss some challenges or difficulties we might encounter and how to overcome it. Okay, so once again, I welcome you whenever you are. What is investment? We talk about investment. If you go out anywhere you are, you must have heard the word investment. So, what is investment? What do you understand by investment? What does it mean? In a simple definition, an investment is an asset or item acquired with the goal of generating income or appreciation. That is an investment. Investment actually, it simply means it's an asset, an income yielding asset you acquire with the hope of attaining your financial goals, with the hope of receiving appreciation or generating income from that investment. So, another way of seeing an investment is it can also refer to an increase in one's wealth over a period of time is caused by an investment. There is something that must cause an income to increase, value someone's earnings to increase, and it's as a result of investment. So, what is an investment? Investment is an asset or an item you acquired with the goal of generating future income, with the goal of that is an investment or receiving appreciation. So, by the definition we are using this in this session, it means that any item or any asset or item you have currently that is not that's not generating income for you and is not appreciating in value, you might question whether that an item is actually an investment. Is it an investment? When you invest, you have a goal, you have a plan, you have a desire to acquire future income or appreciation from the asset. That is what an investment is. And then what's an investment strategy? Because in this session, we are discussing investment strategies for global dominance. Investment strategies for global dominance. So what is a strategy? Even if we are to say, what does a strategy mean? A strategy is simple. A strategy is a way to attain a goal, a way to attain a goal. Your plan, your purposes, what is the way? How do you want to attain it? So somebody said, what is a strategy? How do you want to attain it? So that is it. So investment strategy, when we now put it to investment strategy, we're actually referring to the set of principles or ways designed to help someone who is an investor to achieve his or her financial and investment goal. That is the investment strategy. Principles or ways or principles designed to help an individual individual investor. I hope you can hear me clearly. Okay. I hope I can see a comment in the comment section to be sure people are hearing me whenever you are. All right, let me go on. So investment strategy is a all right. When you are considering investing, when you are considering investing, there are factors you need to put into consideration. Let me take, for instance, an investment vehicle or an asset that someone at the age of 25 can choose may not be preferable or wise for someone at the age of 65 or 70. So that is what we talk about, factors that affect investment strategy. There are some factors one need to consider when you are investing. And let me just mention some of those factors. Number one is your age. Age is one of the factors to consider when you are investing. What is your age? The younger, the better. The younger, the better. If someone is 18 years, 15 years, 25 years, he has more chances to take risk. The person should not be, he will take risk, because even if he or she fails, he or she can easily bounce back, because age is in his or her side, on her side. But for someone in the late 60s or 70s, you need to consider some assets or investment vehicle he or she is considering to enter in. So that's why I say some of the factors that affect investment strategies, some of the factors that need to be taken into consideration when you are choosing an investment includes your age. You need to consider your age. And I'll say the younger, the better. So, but whatever age you are, it doesn't mean you can invest. At any age you can invest. Some people at younger age have invested and made a lot of success for themselves. Those at even late age, 65 years, has invested and also make success. But by and large, age affects investment strategy. Number two is goal. When you are considering investment, you also need to consider your goal. Why do you want to invest? What is your goal? We are going to discuss some of the 5 reasons why people invest in the next section. So, but you need to consider your goal. Is your goal short term? Is your goal medium term? Is your goal long term? You see, these are the things you consider while investing. Your goals are so important. Your goal will affect the investment you are choosing, the asset you want to invest in. What is your goal? Do you want it in 1 year? Do you want to return in 5 years? Do you want to return in 10 years? And what do you want to use the money for? So what's your financial goal? Then the third one is your lifestyle. Lifestyle also affect investment, your investment. What is your kind of lifestyle? The fourth one is your financial situation. Financial situations are also something to consider. You may not be able to dish out $200,000 or $1,000 if you don't have it. So it will affect the kind of investment you are choosing. So your financial situation, if you have more money available to you, I bet you might go for more investment. Your capital is high, so you can try huge investment. And then number 5 is expected return. Expected returns is also a factor to consider when you are choosing investment. What is the expected return in that investment? How much do you want? How much can that investment give you? In fact, any investment you are going into, you must always check the expected return. It's called return on investment. Return on investment. How much can this investment give me in the next 1 year, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? So we're talking about expected return. So these are some of the factors you will put into consideration when you are choosing an investment. What is your age and what is your goals? What is your lifestyle? What is your financial situation? Are there capitals available? Do you have more capital available? Do you have less capital available? Do you have no capital available? I must tell you, if time permits during this presentation, I will also show you that even when you don't have any capital available, you can make an investment. You can do investment even when there's no capital available. There's a what you can invest in and you get the capital you need. All right? So that is why this session is so important. And then the fifth one, we talk about expected return. Basically why you are investing is because of the return. Okay, in the next session, we are going to discuss it. But basically why you are investing is the expected return. How much are you expecting? If there's no expected return, I bet you might consider, why are you there? So return are the gain, that are the purpose of investing. So how much will that investment give you? What is the rate of return? The higher, the better. The higher, the better. And also then, the higher the return, the better the investment, and also the period. If the period is shorter and the return are higher, they are preferable. So these are things considering investment. Then let's now move to another point, another segment in this session, and that is what I call the reason why people invest. You don't just wake up in the morning and throw your money anywhere. When you are investing, there must be reasons. There must be a reason why you are investing. In fact, if you are in any part of the nation watching this presentation, one thing you must ask yourself is, why am I choosing this investment? And in this session, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why people invest. 5 reasons why people invest. You don't invest because of emotion, because someone is throwing in money there, you say, let me throw in money there. You must have your reasons for investing. Or because a mutual agreement, your family member say, come, let's put our money here, and immediately you put your money there, and the thing goes away. And you are crying because of the loss of your capital. Some people have lost a lot of capital. They lost capital, they didn't get any return from the money they just threw away. Why? Because they didn't check the reason. Why am I putting my money here? So what are the reasons people invest? Why do we invest? And number one reason we invest is to attain, it's for financial security. It's for financial security. We actually, I will put 2 things. Okay, I'll first of all say financial security. We want to be financially secure. That is one of the reasons why people say, let me put my money here. If you're thinking about financial security, then you must be thinking about investment. You must be thinking about investment. And this session is principally for you. So financial security is so important because at a point in your life, there's a time it will reach, you cannot be able to work. So can the money that will be coming be able to secure you? Financial security has to do with meeting your needs. The needs you have now, you can be able to meet it constantly without any fear. That is financial security. You are financially secure. It's someone that you have a guard. When you have a guard at the gate, you say you are secure. The same thing with money. If there is an investment, it's an asset that is giving you return on steady basis. That is secure. You are secure. You are sure of your needs. Your needs are going to be met. Okay. The second reason why people also invest is to attain financial independence. What we call financial freedom. So we invest is also to attain financial freedom. That is, it's different from financial security. Someone that is secure may not be enjoying financial freedom. Financial freedom is when you have enough money to meet your need and also to assist other people in the society. And when you have assets you have invested in, and those assets are giving you return on daily basis, you are sure you are going to attain financial freedom in one day or in nearest future, because you're having constant returns that are taking care of your needs. At a point, they satisfy all your needs, and you can also go into one as well as helping other people in the society. So you have financial freedom. Because someone also defined financial freedom as when your passive incomes become more than your active income. I'm going to explain what is passive income or what is active income. Active incomes are those income you receive from what you are doing, what you are exchanging your time to do. Maybe you are working in a private firm or in a government, or even if you have a business, um, the money coming there is an active income because you are exchanging your time, you are exchanging your hours in order to earn that money. The moment you are not there, you are not going to get anything. That means if there's no hard work, there won't be any pay. So that is an active income. But what is passive income? Passive income is the income you are earning through an asset you're invested in, and it's an income you are earning through the efforts of other people, and that is passive income. And when your passive income can be than over your active income, we can say you have financial freedom. You are aiming at, or you are looking out for, you are reaching financial freedom. The third reason why people also consider investment is for high returns. People want high returns from what they are currently earning. You want high return. You want to gain more from that investing. What is the fourth reason people invest? People also invest in order to for the sake of tax efficiency. For the sake of tax efficiency, you also consider investment. There are some investments you do, you have less tax to pay. For instance, someone that is in paid employment pays the highest tax, those in paid employment. And the reason is that before they are paid either by government or by the private firm, their tax has been deducted at the source. But if you have some investment in an asset or even in a business, I bet you your rate of tax will be minimum. Even there are some allowances that you can enjoy in the course of your business. With some businesses that are exempted from tax. So you consider investment because of the tax efficiency. Some investment allows you to pay less or no tax, and that is also a game changer why we go for investment. The last but not the least, I'm going to share on why we consider investment is also to beat inflation. If you are keeping your money in the bank, you may be inflation will be dealing with you. What is inflation? The constant rise in the constant rise in the prices of goods and services that is not commensurate with the rise in the value of the production, value of production. So we talk about inflation. So assuming the inflation rate keeps increasing, and you are having raw cash with you, you don't want to invest, you want to have the cash with you, want to keep it in bank, another financial institution, or you want to keep it at your house and be looking at it, I bet you that inflation will deal with the cash at your hand, that in the tomorrow that cash will purchase less item than it will have had it been you invested it. So people consider investment putting their cash into asset that will be generating income for them because they want to beat inflation. They don't want to suffer loss due to inflation. All right. And a bonus. Why do people also invest? To attain their financial goals. If you have financial goals, there's no way keeping your cash with you can help you to attain that financial goal. You must consider investing. You must consider investing. All right. Okay. Yet to see any comments in the comment section. I've not been able to see any comment, but I hope you can hear me wherever you are. If you are hearing me, I would like you to drop a comment in the comment section. So let me be sure that you can hear me whenever you are. Okay. So can someone discuss with me what have you learned in the session so far? In the session so far, we have discussed about investment. What is investing? What does investment mean? And then we also talked about investment strategy. What does it mean? What's investment strategy? And we say it's a plan, it's a way. You say a way individual investors utilize in order to attain their financial and investment goals. So this is investment strategy. We also discuss 5 or more reasons why people consider investing. So, and in that session, we discuss a lot of reasons to achieve financial security and also to attain financial independence, to earn from high returns, and also to beat inflation and achieve one's financial goals. I think these are some of the reasons people invest. There are a whole lot of them. Value creation is also a reason why people invest. Value creation. All right. I'm yet to see a comment in the comment section. I hope you are hearing me. I hope you are hearing me. Okay. So the next session the next thing I'm going to share with you is some kinds of investors we have in the world today. Actually, in the world today, there is one of the financial gurus we know very well, and that is Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book he called Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. So that book made a great impact in the world and also exposed a whole lot of things concerning money, and concerning also investing. I'm going to share a few things from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki in that book actually say that in the world of money, there are 4 types of people. And what are those 4 types of people? He actually drew up what he called a quadrant. A quadrant has 4 sides. In that quadrant, we have the left side. We also have the right side in that quadrant. So on the left side, in the left side, we can see 2 groups of people. On the right side, we can also see 2 groups of people. And you also say that in the world of money, you can be in at least one of these places. And if you are watching this video anywhere in the world, I want to follow me. I want to ask you, in which section are you? So in the left side, he started with employees. He started with employees in the left side. That is E. And employees are those that exchange their time for money. They earn salary. They exchange their time for money. So these are the E's. And then in the second quadrant, in the second space, are self-employed. Self-employed are those they have their own business. They have their own established business, the small businesses where they also exchanging their time for money. The one thing with self-employed people that they don't want to work for anybody. They want to be in their own. They believe in the mantra, do it yourself. That is a self-employed person. So Robert Kiyosaki in the quadrant put them on the left side. And he says something that the left side is where the poor reside. And who are on those left side? He talk about employees and the self-employed. I'm coming to something why I'm using that. I want to use that quadrant to pass a message. You see, if you are a self-employed person or if you are an employee, you must be taking investment so serious. You must be taking investment so serious because if you're not investing, a time will reach when you're going to be suffer financial struggles. Why? Because there won't be enough money available for you at that time. Then on the right side of the quadrant, you have they have their own business. They are true business owners in that they own a true business. They have more than 500 people working for them. And then the fourth quadrant are investors. These are investors, people that have money and they can invest. And you actually say that in this right side, that right side of that quadrant, through business owners and investors, say this where the rich reside. So you see why it's necessary for whenever you are, you must think about investing. Okay? So in the world of investing, there are in the world of investing, there are a few things we must take cognizance of. I would like to start it this way. There are okay. Okay, I think I'm seeing some comments. If you are following me online, you can drop a comment whenever you are. You can drop a comment. I want to see if someone is there, if someone is online, you're following, and that you can hear me loud and clear. Okay? All right. So I say in the world of investing, there are some kinds of investors we have. And here I'm going to show you 2 or 3 types of investors in today's world. And one of those investors are value investors. Value investors. Who are those value investors? Value investors are simply those that they are looking for a stock or a business or a stock that has less value. It's a cheap stock, but that stock has a potential to increase in value. So value investors look for those stocks and they also invest on those stocks and wait for increase in value. So we talk about we classify them as value investors. It's actually an investing strategy made popular by Warren Buffett. Their mantra is simple: you buy stock at the cheaper price, and then you wait for them to grow in price, you sell them, and you make your money. So these are value investors. You can also apply it in anything that you are doing. Or what can you start at a lesser cost now with hope of gaining more in the future? These are value investors. We also talk about income investors. Income investors are those people that what they are looking out for is a stock or an asset that will be giving them income on daily basis, monthly basis, annual basis. So what they are interested is on income. How much can this give me? Unlike value investors that are only interested on appreciation, they want the prices of a stock, of an asset to grow, and they will sell it. So, but income investors look at the income. So that is where you talk about fixed income. How much can this give me in this period of time? We'll talk about income investors and thereabout. So there are some of these types of investors you can see in the world of money. And then coming to what we have today proper, what are the investment strategies you can utilize in today's world to make money for yourself and also to grow your assets. Before I discuss it, I will share with us some of the principles of investing. Maybe you are here, you are listening to me anywhere in the world. You want to know what principles guide investing. Why are some people so successful in their investment? Why some people are not successful? So in this session, I'm going to share with you 6 principles that guide investing. 6 principles that guide investing. And number 1 principle is financial goal. Before you start your investing, as I said before, you must have a financial goal. You must have a financial goal. Or what is my financial goal? What is my goal? You know, what is the financial goal? Are you investing for maybe retirement? Are you investing maybe to purchase something in the future? Why are you investing? What is your goal? You must be able to state it clearly. What is your financial goal? What is the return are you expecting? You know, for your financial goal, we'll be able to check which kind of asset you want to invest on. So first of all is financial goal. What is your financial goal? And then the second principle that guides investing is starting early. A lot of times we procrastinate. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it, okay. Now, the best time to invest is to invest now. So if you are considering investing, think about it. What can I invest in today? You know, every day that you have is a gift, and you must utilize it very well for that day to be useful, for that day to be productive. So the second investment principle is to consider investing now. The area you start investing, the better for you. Then the third investing is to look for, um, uh, uh, choose a good strategy in investing. Choose a good strategy, and we're going to be discussing some of those strategies. And the number four principle in investing is to also consider diversification. What is diversification or asset allocation? What does it mean? It actually is a simple thing. It actually means uh, not putting your eggs in one basket. Now, having a diversified portfolio, having a lot of investment in your portfolio, in which you have, such that admin one is not measuring up, admin one is not earning you good income. There are 2, 3, or 4 others that you are leveraging on, and you are making money for yourself. So in investing, there's an investing principle called diversification. It has to do with having 2 or 3 or even more investment investment assets in your portfolio. That is diversification. In case of incasity, anything can happen to only one investment you have. Do you have other ways you can make money? The wisdom from God said that when God created during the creation, it took 4 rivers to water the garden. So that is the wisdom God dropped for man. So if it took 4 rivers to water the garden, it actually means that you need more sources of income to survive in today's world. One source is not enough. You need to also open 2 or 3 channels of income. And then another investing principle is to minimize cost, minimize fees and the taxes. So when choosing, I think I've mentioned it before, you also need to consider investment that takes you less cost and high return. So you need to check what is the return, what is the cost. Okay, what is the return, what is the cost? You need to minimize cost at barest minimum. So these are some of the investment returns. And then the next one is patience. Patience is the key. So when you are investing, it's always preferable to invest for a long term. There are different kinds of investment. You can invest in medium term, there's a short term, but patience is the key. So there are investments that may take some time to be built and also to begin to make money for you. Can you be patient enough to build that to build that investment to a point when it will be making a lot of money for you? That is also something to invest. And the last thing I will talk about is hedge against losses. When you are investing, you should also think about every investment go with risk. So when you are investing, you also think about risk. How much risk is in this, and how can I protect myself in this risk? That is what we mean by hedge. What is your hedge? Some people can take insurance. This is a kind of hedge. So what fence are you in order to protect you in that investment? So we'll talk about what are the hedge, what are the things that can immune you from losses because you are taking risk. So you can also think about some hedge. When you even in anything that you are doing, you must think about the hedge. What are the terms? What are the conditions? Are they favorable? So these are the things now. Let's now let's now come to investment strategies, or or more proper, especially for low income earners. I'm going to use this section. I think if you anywhere you are listening, I want to pay attention to this session, because it's so important that if you are following us anywhere in the world, it's so important that at the end of this session, you have something significant you are doing, or new thing you want to do in order to earn more money for yourself, and also to create more value in the society, to bring more value to the marketplace. That is actually what investing is. So, what investing can someone consider in today's world? In today's world, what investment can help you to can advance you forward, and also help you to be relevant in the global market. What investment are those? And then the first one is the investment strategies I'm going to share is beneficial to every set of people, to every class of people, whether are high income earners, or medium income and average income earners, or low income earners, whatever, or low income earners, whatever be your class of income. This investment are key to you. Someone has asked, I don't have money now, I don't have capital now. How can I start? What can I do to make money? What can I do? Uh, how can I make money if I don't have money now? You can actually make money, and that's what this session is for you. So let's now discuss investment methods in what someone can invest in today. Number one, you must start by investing in yourself. The investment you make in yourself is actually the best investment ever in the world. And what does it mean to invest in yourself? Investing in yourself actually means in personal development. That your net worth today should not be the same with your net worth in the next 1 year. That the values you are providing today, by the next 1 year, by the next 2 years, that those values must have increased, or duplicated, or multiplied. That's what we mean by you actually investing in yourself. What does it mean to invest in yourself? Investing in yourself actually means investing in knowledge, investing in skill, personal development. This is the investment you must, everyone, whenever you are, you must consider in today's world. Why? Because the world is actually changing, things are changing, things are improving. That if you are going to be beneficial to the world today, to the marketplace today, you must be adding value on daily basis. So anywhere you are today, you must be asking yourself, what values are you adding to yourself? Because before you can bring value to the marketplace, you must have the value in yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So think about some knowledge you are going to acquire, and the ICT today has made things so possible that you can leverage on some platform today and be increasing in value, increasing in knowledge, increasing in skills, increasing on understanding on daily basis. If you go to YouTube, if you go to Facebook, if you leverage on internet, if you leverage on social media, on daily basis, you'll be increasing in value. And this one of the best investments, and think this is one of the best investments you can make. Investing in yourself, investing in yourself, investing in knowledge, because the world is after knowledge, the world is after information. And if you have the right information, I bet you must be a hot cake in the marketplace. Once you are providing value in the marketplace, people will be reaching out for you for value. And as you are providing value, you'll be paid for the value you are providing whenever you are. The world is so much connected today that whenever you are today, you can be valuable to a whole lot of people in the world. So it's for you to now choose what kind of value will I provide in the marketplace. What set of people should be my market, should be my target market? I think it was discussed in the first segment, your marketing strategies. And once you have this, once you know this, then you now deploy those values. How can I have it? Personal development, that is the one of the best investments you can make in today's world. Then the second investment you can also make is to invest in digital knowledge. Invest in digital knowledge. You see, or what we call digital skill. What is digital skill? Is so those skills that can be deployed, that can be deployed through the internet, through the social media. That is a digital skills. You know, these are values that you can't easily in the offline market. It may not you can learn today. A whole lot of digital skills you can learn today, and you become valuable in the marketplace, in online market. And I must tell you that online market is booming everywhere in the world. What I can give you some of the example of digital skill. Some example of digital skill, even what we are doing now is a digital skill. If you have a value and you can deploy it through the internet, it's a skill in itself. Example of a whole lot of digital skills include learning how to sell online. It's a digital skill, and you need and learning how to manage some online platform. I mean, some e-commerce platform. It's a digital skill. You can learn how to manage an online platform, maybe a website for companies or for groups, and e-commerce for companies or for groups. These are digital skills. And also the values you have now, the skills you have now, you can also deploy them in digitally, and you make money for yourself. So the second investment I'm also putting out for you is to consider investing in digital skills. Maybe after this session, you can elaborate more. You can go on and check more. What are some of the digital skills you can leverage on? I love what Reno or Mokri shared one time. I think I can, let me see if I can see uh, some of the things Reno Mokri, one of them influencer in the online platform. He shared some of the businesses, some of the skills someone can leverage on today, and you can, some of the digital skills you can leverage on today, and you'll be making a whole lot of money for you. You know, why we invest is because of returns, and also to attain financial freedom and to achieve our financial goal. Okay, I can see. So Reno Amokere shared some more than 20 digital skills. Number one, he mentioned online marketing. Online marketing, talk about designing. These are investments. Web designing, can you learn online marketing? Can you learn the process? That whenever you are, even in the comfort of your home, you can do an online marketing for someone or for a product. Uh, uh, the product don't need to be your product. It can be someone else's product. All you need to do is to get more people to be aware of that product, and you make money for yourself. That is an investment. There's an investment. So online marketing, web designer, can you learn web designing? There are a whole lot of platforms on the social media, on internet, where you can deploy that skill digitally, and people will be calling you, people will be consulting you on daily basis, and you'll be making money for yourself. You also talk about becoming a blogger, having a blog, owning a blog, and a whole lot of success stories have been shared with it through that platform. And then what about Shopify? He mentioned Shopify merchant, SEO optimization. That one is so popular. He mentioned survey taker. You can take a survey for a company and you make money. These are investments. And then talk about online tutor. That knowledge you have, that knowledge you have, you can teach it to people online and you make money. These are smart investments strategies people are utilizing today in the comfort of their home. They are utilizing them and they are making it. Talk about becoming an online tutor. And then you talk about visual PA. As you have PA, personal assistants in different offices, you can also be a visual PA to a company. A company can, if someone wants to interact with company, they can meet you online and you'll become a visual PA. Then product reviewer. Let me also mention on a first one, talk about remote customer, service provider, YouTuber, eBay seller, app creator, Amazon trader, drop shipping, online music reviewer, project writer, affiliate marketing, podcaster, and CV resume writer. A whole lot of you mentioned about 20 online investments someone can deploy in. If you are looking for that mail, you can go online and you can type investment recommendation by Reno Omokri. You can easily, if you're on Facebook, you can check Reno Omokri. You can check him out on Facebook and you see a whole lot of investment advice by him. But why did I bring it in this session? Digital skills is the game. If you don't have digital skill in today's world, I must tell you that you are shooting yourself on the leg. You must, after today's session, go and learn one of the digital skills. And I also want to another investment you can also consider is to invest in an ebook. Invest in an ebook. What is an ebook? I used to say ebook is an electronic book. It's a book people can read online. That knowledge you have, you can make money with that knowledge in several ways. Let me share with you about 5 ways you can make money from a single knowledge you have. Number one, you can have a book, ebook. That knowledge you have, you can transfer it into an ebook. Ebook, you don't need a publisher. Even in the comfort of your home, you can write a book of 15 pages, 20 pages, 25 pages, and you set it up. I've done it not once, not twice. The game is for you to having an investment that is giving you money, on daily basis. On daily basis, you have you are receiving alert on daily basis. When you are sleeping, there's an alert that is entering into your phone. That is why you are investing, and that is what passive income is all about. You have a kind of flow of money you are leveraging on your previous efforts, on other people's efforts, and you are making money for yourself. So if you have a knowledge now, you have invested on yourself. Knowledge you have, you can write a book. You can pass. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, so the knowledge you have now, You can pass that knowledge through an ebook. You can develop an ebook of 15 pages, 20 pages, but make sure that that book is worth reading. And then leverage on some online platform, and reach make that book available to as many people as possible. Leveraging on automation through the online platform, which you need to learn. And once that is done, on daily basis, people will be buying that book online, and you'll be making money for yourself. So that when you are sleeping, there are some alerts that is coming on daily basis. That is a smart investment. So when you have a knowledge, think about writing an ebook. An ebook can last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and you can have 3, 4, 5, 10. I have a mentor that has written more than 50 ebooks. So at any moment, he's always advertising a book online. The game is for you to have something you are always advertising. You cannot be in online and wasting the space. You can't be in online and you're wasting the space. Whether you're on Facebook or you are on TikTok or Instagram, anywhere you are, you must have something you are marketing. You must have something you are selling. And when you are selling, you must be making offer. You call it offer. You must be making offer on daily basis. Okay? And when you are selling, you must be bold about it, and you must not be shy. Okay, so I'll talk about writing an ebook. So what other investment strategies will you or consider? You'll also consider investing in real estate. Consider investing in real estate. These are the things that can take you far. A whole lot of people that have invested now, they purchased some landed property currently at lesser price. They gave it 2 or 3 or 5 years, and the prices have gone haywire. So consider also investing on real estate. Real estate will give you appreciation in value. It will also give you a rental income and a whole lot. So this is also investment strategy, investment to look out for. We can also, when you're also looking out for investment to go, you should also talk about checking some of the government fixed income investments. A whole lot of us, a whole lot of people are not thinking in that direction, but you should also consider fixed income investment, things like treasury bills, bonds, and another fixed income investment. Those incomes of the government. What's a fixed income investment? These are returns that you are sure they must come. It's a fixed income. If you buy a treasury bill, though their rates have crashed, we know that. But if you are monitoring the investments, some of them are also regaining, some of them are also appreciating. So you should also think about, if you are thinking about diversification, you also think about fixed income. In which fixed income can you place your money? It is a treasury bill. Treasury bills pays a certain percentage. As means it's 6%. You are sure that you are getting a specific amount of money on this date. That is a fixed income. It pays you a specific amount of income at a particular period of time. So fixed income, and also some variable income platform like a stocks of companies. These are also investments you should consider. Investment you should consider. So consider investing in government-backed instruments, and also in companies. You should also consider these investment platforms. And then the fifth one also in my list here is to consider investing in fintech technology. Let me tell you, technology is the end thing now. Technology is the end thing now. If you're not thinking about ICT, the world may pass you, but you don't know. So think about how you can leverage on the latest financial technologies, fintechs, and move your financial world forward. What are some of the fintechs people are leveraging on currently? I may use example. A whole lot of fintechs are coming in the area of lending money, investing and lending money. If you go into Facebook or if you go into Google, you see a lot of fintechs that are coming up in that area. Can you think about, can you leverage on those areas? People, if you can identify people's needs today and provide an avenue or a platform through which that can satisfy that need, I bet you'll be making money on daily basis. Some fintech technologies are advancing. We have some fintech technology in the areas of investing. There are technologies today, fintechs that can show you stocks you can invest on, at what price, and the gains and their rates on daily basis. These are fintechs. And once you are investing through those platforms, what is happening? Those that own that platform are also making money. And if the traffic is huge there, they can also be making money through advertisement. So fintech is a way to go. Also, some fintechs have emerged in the area of lending money. So if you go through the internet now, you see a whole lot of fintechs in that areas. So do you have some money you can lend to people? Don't go about asking people you have a money to lend. Build a fintech, an app. That's what I mean. Build an app. Choose where anybody in the world can actually come to that app and take funds at certain rates with a duration. At the end of that duration, the person pays back with the interest and you are making money. Once you get necessary approvals, you are in for unlimited income potential. So can you think about fintech technology? We also have fintech technologies in the area of agriculture. Look, some people are not interested in farm themselves. Some people are not interested in going to farm themselves. Rather, you can leverage on fintech technology and invest in some farm. Some people that have farm need funds to increase their farming, increase their land, and increase their activities. If you can provide them with that funds, this is an investment. You will agree in the platforms, you will see the rate of investment, the rate of returns. Some of them pay in 9 months, some of them pay in 6 months, some of them pay in 12 months. So these are agro technology you can invest. There are a whole lot of them on social media and internet. You can check further after this session, but you can explore some agro tech, and through that you can make money through agro tech. What happens is that when you you are investing, maybe say you are investing $1,000, they will tell you that within 6 months, of course, you are sign an agreement with them. Within 6 months, this is the return we are going to pay you. This is the amount this is the return we are going to pay all your capital and this return. And you can check how much returns on each. And I bet some of them I have checked. Some of them have significant returns. So we have agro tech that are coming up. We also have lending platforms that are coming up. We also have investment, a whole lot. So even you can also come up with an app that can satisfy any of these needs. The game is, if you can provide value to a whole lot of people, you can make more money for yourself. When there are a whole lot of people that are demanding your value, you have money at your doorsteps. And that is how if you can serve more people, you can make more money. All right. So these are some of the investment you should consider. Other ones, as I've mentioned earlier, another one you can, maybe a whole lot. There's a whole lot of investment, but here I can stop with these five. The five I have mentioned so far is: number one, you should consider investing in yourself. The best investment is to invest in yourself. Increase in value. Who do you want to become? What do you want people to know you for? Today, if they call your name, what would they associate with? If you can identify that thing people need, and you can be at the center to provide, to satisfy that need, I bet you'll be a hot cake. So all lies in providing personal development. And the second investment I talk about is investing in digital skill. You must have a digital skill today. Even if you are working in office, when you come home, is that something you can provide to people over the internet and they can pay you for? That is a digital skill. And then the third one, think about a way to sell what you have in different ways. A single knowledge you have, think about how to duplicate it. And in that aspect, I talk about developing an ebook. Have an ebook. Have something you are selling on. That is, if you are listening to this session, at the end of this session, I want you to do something. The knowledge you have now can make money for you. Just write it in an ebook. It doesn't need to be a long chapter or long pages. 20 pages, 30 pages, and then put a good caption to it, a good headline, a good front with a catchy headline, and sell it online. Set it up, automate it online, and people will rush for that product. That is an ebook for you. Also, the knowledge you have today, you can also become a consultant in that area. Offline, online. You can be a consultant that people can pay in order to learn what you know. That is also another way to duplicate yourself. Okay, and these are investment strategies. Okay, so I said you need to also have an ebook. And then the fourth one I mentioned, okay, when I'm mentioning digital skill, I listed a whole lot of them. I listed a whole lot of them, including affiliate marketing. And then the fourth one I mentioned also is investing in real estate. You need to also invest in the funds you are getting. You also need to have a landed property for yourself, because land will always be increasing in value. Land will always be increasing in value. So think about investing in land as early as possible. And then number 5 I talk about is also investing in government-backed instruments. I call them fixed income instruments. Invest in them, something like a treasury bills, bonds. These are fixed income. Also invest in government stock, in company stocks. There are some companies like Zenith Bank, GTB Bank. There are some companies that are doing well in the market. The only thing it takes for you is to check, is to monitor their stock. Is it going down? You check, can I invest? Because when the stock is down, when the stock price are down, it's a good time to invest. Because actually at a point they will rise. Last year during coronavirus, a lot of stock went down. But I must say, in fact, Nigeria capital market went down to almost 11 trillion naira. Nigeria capital market. But after the COVID wahara and everything, the capital market has doubled. So had it been you invested in some of this stock, which a lot of people ran away from, by now there must be a huge appreciation in most of those stocks. So don't write it off. Invest in stock and monitor it. And I also talk about investing in some fintech technology. Think about ICT is the in thing, and you must leverage on some ICT platform. You will make money for yourself. You develop an app through which people can see investing in where they can invest. Can you develop an app through which you can lend money to people? Can you develop an app through which people can invest in some in agriculture? A whole lot of things. Can you also develop an app that can solve a game app, a knowledge app? You know, all this application comes with earning potentials. If you go through into them, you see a whole lot of earning potentials. So these are all ways you can invest today, strategies you can use today, and be making a whole lot of money for yourself. So at this junction, I think we have stayed more than 1 hour in this session. I want to know, does anybody in this session you have question to ask? Can I see a comment? Hello? Does anybody have any comment? I'm waiting. Is anybody there? Do you have a question in what we have shared so far?
Hello, sir.
I think I'm checking. So far we have dived into what is investment, and then what does the strategy mean. So do you have questions? Okay. Any comments?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you.
Hello,
All
sir.
right.
Can you see me?
Hello, sir. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time today. We really appreciate you.
Today. We really appreciate.
All right. All right. Can see you very well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So thank you. I really appreciate. I believe some of the persons will actually
persons will actually.
Hello, sir. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you
hear
Very
me?
well. I can hear you very well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, I
really
can hear
appreciate.
you.
Okay. So thank you.
Okay. So
may God bless you for giving us your time and for your everything. We really appreciate you for that, and I believe pro innovators we are actually happy and gain a lot from you tonight. My prayer is that the Lord Almighty will continue to bless you and increase your cost in your endeavors.
Amen. Okay, thanks.
So thank you, sir. So thank you.
sir.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So great innovators. Take care, sir. Hello, great innovators. Thank you all for attending Pro Innovation Africa Visual Summit 2.0. It was indeed a great one and a lovely one. We are happy to have Mr. OBINNA at home tonight, and I believe you enjoy him actually in the sessions. I know that you put to use everything you have learned throughout the 3 days of your programs. And I am so happy for being with us so far. It was not actually easy from our side and from your side, but you were able to keep up to the task and everything. Thank you for being in Pro Innovation African Visual Summit 2.0. And I know that you put in use everything you have learned, including from the first day business education. Where is the money? And you are able to know what actually where you can get the money. And on the second day, learn about brand strategy, how you can launch your brand in a global market and become a global market dominant. And today also you learn about marketing strategies, how you can market your product effectively or your services or yourself professionally to become a global dominant and to be a seat in the global table. And in this session, you have learned about investment strategies, different investment strategies you could use in order to gain financial freedom, financial securities, and achieve your financial goal. This is our intention for this summit. And if you are a professional or a business owner, specifically an SME, I know you have gained a lot. Thank you very much. See you next time.